I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Pushing a foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
To throw, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Defensively, here are the starters for Buffalo. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them.
The Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the...
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Mike. 53, Mike.
Stop your whining.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. Well, look now at our starting defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. He's got Smith here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They will run for the first time here with White. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now it's Henry. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing, Mayfield, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Shreds the tackle. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And his first carry, he loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And here come the Bills. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Wild Bill.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's no...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
It's a wrap.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Allen going to try and throw on third down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Allen now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Check tight end, check tight.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before on a screen pass. Not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Key to tight end.
Allen now to throw again. That's complete to Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Caught by Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A first scoring update now from Carolina, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Back now comes the offense. Madden Spotlight time as we shine it on Josh Allen. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
53 is the mic. Hey.
First down, here's White. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 56.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And a completion to Wilson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now Allen off the bootleg. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Keep playing hard.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Allen's throw is complete, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They go with White on the counter. Sheds off the tackle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Allen feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now Allen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Sione Takitaki able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the second down throw on target. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And here's Allen throwing again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go right back to White here on first down. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Allen able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Switch.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Mike's by 4. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Everyone's
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield looks to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Mayfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
baby. Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run with White. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Smith. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Now Allen throwing on second down. This pass complete to Higgins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
He wasn't ready.
Throwing is Allen on third. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
180. 51 to Mike. Ready?
Mayfield now on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down. On third down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They keep it on the ground. White again. Now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Mayfield now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Mayfield to throw it. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Buffalo, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.